training session, Kevin, 3 weeks in now. How are you pleased with the progress, with the way things are going?
Yeah, I am pleased with it. It was a little bit my concern that it would, all feel a little bit rushed and a little bit squeezed up. There's 1 or 2 bumps and bruises to a couple of players that obviously won't feature today, and that is a concern, and it is a concern, with the size of the squad that we've got. So I'm not going to lie, it's an issue, but we've just got to get on with it and make the best of what we've got.
And you decided to put a warm-up game into that preparation. Well, what's your thinking about the benefits of doing that?
I think it's important to experience, what we're likely to experience on next Sunday. Just a kind of a little bit of a dress rehearsal for it, and as you've seen, getting into the car park, being tested on the way in, just the protocol that we've got to follow. We've got to use the cabin as opposed to the changing rooms. Slough used the changing rooms today, so just becoming accustomed to it as best we can. I think rather than it be a little bit of a shock to the system, come a week Sunday, let's have a look at it and try and work through it, and a bit of a dress rehearsal, and hopefully both teams take something away from today.
And sort of relatively small clubs like ourselves with a small squad, you're going to have sufficient players available on the day, do you think?
I think we'll have sufficient players today on the day. It's just whether we've got what you would deem to be our best 11 out there. That's a little bit of a concern. But there we are. We have to get on with it, and as I've said to you in previous interviews, we're delighted we've got the chance and opportunity to take this, have a go and try and get promoted. So it's as you can tell, I'm like I say, you want your best team out there and one that's reflective of what we've done all season. So hopefully we'll get as close to that as we possibly can.
Well, history suggests that some of these playoff games will be decided on penalties, and now we've just got 90 minutes before we go into penalties. How do you sort of plan for that, making sure that after 90 minutes you've got the players you want taking the penalties still on the pitch?
It definitely changed your mindset and your way of thinking. It's not something in a regular league game that you have to worry about, and certainly in a playoff game you're normally given 120 minutes in which to resolve the situation. And I do feel that I don't see there's any reason why you can't have 120 minutes. I'm not really sure of the reason for limiting it to 90, but there we are. It is what it is. But certainly having players that are confident enough on the field at the end of the game to go and step up and take a penalty, and it's something that all clubs will be looking at, and all clubs will organise and be knowing what they're going to go with.
Any suggestion that there might be a change to that rule and we might yet have extra time?
I don't think so. I'd like it, but I don't think it's likely to happen now. I think we're all pretty clear about where it's at, and we've got to get on with it.
As we all recognise, strange circumstances, and no supporters allowed in the ground for the game. How have you reflected on that?
It's tough and it's difficult. People want to see what's going on. It's their team and their club. But I think that just the message that we need to put out there is that just for everybody's well-being and for the just to follow the correct protocol, it's right that people stay away and allow us to play the game and get on with what's in hand. And certainly the people around and about the club that are organising the parking and getting into the club and doing that safely, it's important, and what we don't need is people turning up and causing issues. Unfortunately, it's difficult to say, but because you always want people to come through and watch the game, but it's important that people do stay away and allow the people to conduct the game safely. And it's frustrating, but we've just got to work to the guidelines.
A month ago, none of this was happening, and here we are, sun shining, got a big game to look forward to. So life's pretty good.
Of course it is. If we've got a football match to look forward to, and I think you cast your mind back sort of three or 4 months whenever the lockdown started, and not having that to look forward to, and not knowing whether you were going to resolve the season was difficult for everybody. Everyone throughout the leagues puts a tremendous amount of work into it, and I just think it's great now that we've got this opportunity, and fair play to everybody that's campaigned and allowed these players to take place, because I think it's right. I think you look at again how professionally everybody's worked, and the standards that everybody works to. It's great credit to everybody at National League North, National League South, National League that we're able to stage this, and hopefully it should be a good advertisement for the level that everybody works to, and course we want to be successful in it, but we're going to go and try and enjoy it as best we can as well.
Excellent.
Thank you.